Let's talk a minute about time codes and time code durations. This file is actually generated by a real-time captioner from StreamText, and so these time codes were not created by the automatic alignment system. They were created in real time. So there are a few things that we want to do to these to make sure that the minimum duration is long enough so that the lines of text will appear on the screen long enough that someone can actually read them. And right now, you see some of them are in red. That's because the minimum duration, minimum display time that we have set on this file is 2 seconds. I think because it was a kind of quick moving file in places, we should make that a little bit less. But you never want to go below 1 second. So let's just say 1.3 seconds. And we do have 55 characters per line, which is a fairly long line length. If we had, say, 32 characters, like in some broadcast captioning, then we could definitely move that down to 1.1 or even 1 second if we needed to, if it was fast moving. Basically, this is just the shortest amount of time that any line of captioning will display on the screen. So we want to make sure people have time to read it. So this time code is the start time, this column is the end time, and this column here is how long that caption line will be on the screen. So if we see a short one like this, the way you can change it in this file, in this editor, it means this is 0.3 seconds, which is less than the minimum display time. If we click on this little caret, it will make it the minimum display time, and it will adjust the caption behind it to account for that if there's any issue there. So like this one, you can see was short. We could click it there and it makes this other one a little bit shorter to accommodate that. So you could go through the file and do all these individually if you wanted to. I think that's a little too much work for most of you. So we do have some batch fixes up here. So we have, this one is fixed short lines, and you can see that the icon matches the little caret. So you can, if you've gone through the file and merged any short lines or done whatever you want, you think you want to just go ahead and do that, you can go ahead and click Fix Short Lines, and it fixes all of them in the file in one fell swoop. There you will see some red like this, which are overlaps. And so what that means is this caption, number 154, is set to display earlier, then the caption before it will leave the screen. So this is 38:37, and this one's 38:37 and fewer milliseconds. So to fix that, you just click it and it shaves the difference off of this caption. So that's kind of a handy tool. And again, you could fix each one individually, or let me see if there's more. You could go through and just do the batch and hit the batch, and it'll fix them all throughout the file. So that's probably the easiest one. The thing you want to use are the batch tools. And I prefer to do them in that order. I fix short lines, then I fix overlaps. And you will see there's some files, lines here that are completely red, and that's because it looks like they were in recess. So we have it if there's anything over 30 seconds to display in red, just to alert you that there was something going on there. So this section right here might need to be hand synced, and we'll talk about that in another video. But if you want to go ahead and delete these extra lines, you can just click on the icon to edit and hit Control Delete, Control Delete. Or you can do multiples at once by clicking on the first line you want to delete, hold the Shift key down, click on the second line, and hit delete. And that takes care of both of them. So that was a little bonus thing there. We were talking about time code durations.